I recently watched A24's newest film, Highest to Lowest, even though I wasn't able to redeem my free ticket as a triple A24 member. This movie is based off of High and Low by Akira Kurosawa, and unfortunately, I made the mistake of watching that film directly before watching Highest to Lowest. For those of you that don't know, High and Low is a near perfect, if not perfect, film, so I knew going into Highest to Lowest, there was no way for this movie to fairly compete. I was curious to see how they were going to adapt and modernize the story, and I feel like they did a good job with that. I thought Denzel Washington and Jeffrey Wright were great. I loved every single scene with the two of them together. I've seen a few people online comment about the score of this film. For me personally, I think the score on its own is great, and I can't wait to add it to my vinyl wall one day. I do think that at times the score didn't necessarily match the tone or scene of the movie though. There are many things in the original High and Low that I love. However, I think my favorite part about that movie was all of the detective work. I'm gonna try and stay spoiler free here as much as possible, but hopefully everyone's seen High and Low at this point. What I really loved is seeing them piece everything together, whether it be the sound of the train, the pictures and videos that they tried taking on the train, the kids drawing, seeing that all come together to figure out who the kidnapper was. Comparing all of that to Highest to Lowest, I feel like the character in this movie just kind of got lucky and things just kind of fell into place. There wasn't a lot of detective work going on. I mentioned earlier how I enjoyed any time that Denzel Washington and Jeffrey Wright were on screen together, but there's a specific scene in the movie where A$AP Rocky and Denzel Washington are in the booth kind of going at it, and I really enjoyed that scene. I'm really curious to know how different my opinion on this movie would be had I not seen High and Low first. I feel like this movie might actually be better for future generations down the line that might stumble upon this movie first, which will then lead them to go watch High and Low. Anyway, still had fun watching this movie even though it's not my favorite from A24. Hopefully everyone does have a chance to go out and see it. For those of you that have already seen this movie, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.